offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. The give is to Williams. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He'll try it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Flushed out of the pocket. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Give to the running back. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short-yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
Tripped up for the tackle. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all visibility on that TV.
They'll try to add another to their lead. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 6, Mississippi State 0.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. From the gun, the ground game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Mississippi State going up tempo. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to buy time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They go to the ground. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call.
What the world, bro?
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. He wants to throw. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Iomanner. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Getting late late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Looking for a man, it's Klubnik. Uncorks one. On target to the left. He's loose. The 30. The 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll throw it on first down. Gonna take a shot. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's gonna run it all the way back. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning him for a touchdown.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Oh,
Pass
shit.
is intercepted. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look. So there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the play.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They'll immediately call timeout.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Dances away. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
After run, now throw. Pocket starts to collapse. With the catch, it's Douglas. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Io Manor. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half. In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. Well, you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Finds his tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Gets rid of it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The ball's free. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He's going to run it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll line up for a second down play. Power football with the run. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. They want to... The fake, and he wants to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
From the gun, give on the inside. Really nice run there, good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Feeling some heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense forcing them to throw into tight windows. They need another stop on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback adapting. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Mississippi State going up tempo. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time.
Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. This offense has a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing right. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Still running at the 40. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College.
Trust himself to do it in a good way, so he doesn't do it at all. That brings us to you. You need to be a good kid because you want to be a good kid. Because your parents do not have the heart to make you into a good kid. I did not have the heart with my grandson, and now he's gone. Does that make sense? Didn't figure it would.
Give it to me.